The guy didn't buy this.
Good evening, everyone. If you've just joined in, I'm just warming up a bit, as I will apparently be commentating as well as racing this evening. The race starts for B batch at 6:30, and for A batch, which is what I'll be covering, at 6:35. Just let me warm up a bit, and I'll check up with you guys in a bit. B batch has just started. A batch warming up. As we approach the start, 1.5 minutes away, my excuse for my poor performance this evening is that I've got to follow the leaders. So, you're going to have to watch me struggle at the back. We'll be keeping up with the front of the race and seeing who's in the lead. Trying to see who's doing fastest laps around the circuit and ultimately who takes it. It's a 30-minute all-out race, fast and furious. Whoever's ahead after 30 minutes takes it. So expect the pace to be very hard from the gun. Brutal racing for 30 minutes. And we are off! In these early stages, it will be hard to see who's setting the pace. Might be a bit chaotic. Chesterton, Miller, Frederick, Prentice, Cronier, usual suspects really. Expect the Hartlief guys to make it difficult today. Ignis Oosthuizen of Hartlief, Chris Cronier, David Garrett, Tiens van der Bank. What else do we expect? Ryan Thomas, the previous winner, the first winner of this race, also up there. They're already distancing the majority of the group. Johan de Wet, the chairman of CMC, the club and host of this race, right there at the front. And I'd like to point out that he did not show this form at the double century last year. Now, if anybody's wondering, the pace here is absolutely furious. Below the names on the right hand side of the screen, you can see the 1 second wattage per kilogram that these guys are kicking. Seeing over 6 watts a kilogram sustained easily. For context, a Tour de France winner, the best of the best, would typically be able to do between 6.5 and 7 for an hour. But for us mere mortals, to be doing in excess of 8, even for 10 seconds, is incredibly impressive. Justin Chesterton managing to put some distance between himself and the group. They're working hard to catch him though. The problem with these very flat routes is it's very, very hard to attack and get away. And it seems everyone there riding their PRs on the circuit. The first lap of the race after the 2.6 kilometer lead-in already over. The guy's setting a furious pace up front. It is inevitable that I will be lapped today. I'm using my job as the commentator as an excuse because I can't even watch my own avatar. But there's a reason I'm here and they're there. Oh, lovely, I've always wanted Eastwork shoes. Now, there's a lot of chatter on the right hand side here. We are doing this in the Zwift world where over 24,000 people are racing at the moment. Any chatter you see in green is from somebody in our group. There was Julian Lowe joking about when the starts is, so I imagine he'll unleash himself very soon. Or so we expect. Minutes of racing done, a third of the way there. Furious pace. The front group is larger than I'd hoped because I've got to determine the winner, which is going to be a nightmare. But hopefully this footage is useful for that. Oh, there you can see. I'm 4 minutes off the front. That's terrific. They're definitely lapping me today. It seems things have calmed down to a panic. More sustainable power is being pushed at the moment. Guys realizing they can't sustain this for 30 minutes straight. It's a bit nuts. But still some impressive numbers. But this chap's getting a bit of a gap. Drafting through the field, non-participants built a 2-second lead on the rest of the group. But he's been caught by Janse van Rensburg. Not of Hartlief. So on the left hand side we've got the fastest lap for the 4.2 kilometer circuit. At the moment by a whisker we've got Jens van der Bank of Hartlief in the lead at 4:53.4, which is incredibly fast. We'll see where that ends up, because things have calmed down a bit, I believe. Towards the end we'll see even faster laps. Meantime on B batch, we've got the fastest lap at 5 minutes 10.4 by F. Odendaal. Miller building up a nice lead here. 2 seconds off the front again. This Miller builds a healthy lead. Looks like the guys might be willing to let him go. Our fastest lady on the course set a fastest lap time of 5:25. Liesl Prentice. Thanks to the helicopter shot, we can sort of gauge Miller's lead. Ahead of the bunch, chasing furiously. "12 minutes to go." CMC's been caught. Gap has been bridged. These are our chasers. About 4 seconds off the lead. Working hard. In this group, we've got some of our best sprinters in John T. Bowen and Rudy Kellerman of Hartlief. So, the guys breaking off are certainly hoping to shake the sprinters, because it's very difficult to beat them for absolute power in a sprint for the finish. You need to shake them off and get a good 20-second, 30-second lead into them going into the final couple of minutes, or they will destroy you. Your host is about to be caught. It seems I'm 17 seconds in front of this group. I'm setting up a bit so as not to interfere with this race, seeing as I'm a lapped rider. I see on the YouTube feed you've had a question about the resolution. I did set the stream to 1080p. If there's any bandwidth restriction either on my side or your side, it will be throttled down. I know that's annoying, but I will upload the video as a full 1080p shortly after the ride. You can watch it in slightly higher quality. Oh, Nick Frederick. Oh no, Jens van der Bank, he's taking it back. That fastest lap time. Seems we've got a breakaway group of about 8 riders forming now. Lucky for them, I do not see the best sprinters in this group. Lucky for me, this race is only 30 minutes, so I shouldn't be lapped again. Here's hoping. It seems we've got a substantial break forming. Christopher Ainsberg and Miller looks like 6 seconds ahead of the rest of the leaders, who are, it seems, falling apart a bit. Let's see if they can keep this up. The chase group are still together and working together nicely to catch our leaders. So we'll see. They've got 4.5 minutes to hold out. This is hard stuff. This is where you're bleeding. Should be interesting to see text. These two are really putting it down. 8 seconds they've got. It's starting to look like they've got a good shot at staying away. Let's check in with the chase group. We've still got about 5-6 guys working hard to bring this break back. We'll see how they go. Otherwise it might just be between these two. Jens van der Bank still with the fastest lap speed. Okay, to my surprise, somebody's making a hard move. Jankelson and Lloyd, both pushing to catch these two. They probably think it's between them to win this. I wouldn't be looking at each other now. Guys are coming in hard to catch them. Chris Corneo of Hartlief, Ignis Oosthuizen also of Hartlief, and Jankelson right there. 45 seconds. I'm gonna have to go to a side view here so we can check who the winner is. seconds to go. 5 seconds. Jankelson takes to the lead. Oosthuizen done. Okay. We'll have to get the photo finish on that one. I think it might be Jankelson, followed by Oosthuizen of Hartlief. Thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, listening to my panting, trying to cover this race. The pace was furious. I'll see if I can put some detail up on average wattage and such when I upload the final video. Seems we have Van der Bank and Miller as the fastest laps, followed by Lloyd in 3rd place. What the podium looks like, I've got no idea. Thank you for tuning in. Until next week, have a good night.